guys, so I'm back with another special effects makeup video. Tonight we're celebrating the release of Jurassic World Dominion. So with that being said, tonight's makeup is going to be surviving a Velociraptor attack. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on in. Okay, so for this makeup, we're going to be doing 3 different areas here. I'm going to do a Velociraptor, what I believe it would look like, bite mark here and here. I'm going to do a gash on my arm, and then I'm going to do a gash on my forehead. So we're going to be using a little bit of everything. Scar wax, liquid latex, tissue paper, blood, makeup, pretty much everything all at once. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and start our bite mark, which I'm going to go ahead and trace where I want the bite mark to go. So kind of the bottom half to go here, and then top enough to go around there. Probably not going to be as big as a Velociraptor bite mark would be, but you're going to get the picture. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. And I'm going to use my scar wax for the bite marks. And then for the gashes in my arm and my head will be the liquid latex and tissue paper. Okay, so let's go ahead. I didn't do this prior to, so I'm going to go ahead and roll up my scar wax. And then I'll be back to place it on and put the teeth marks in it. All right, so I rolled our scar wax up here, and this is going to be our top part of the bite. Just going to put it on like that and over like that. Just kind of get it to stick on there, and then I'll smooth it on with our little tool over here. Probably need a little bit more actually for my bottom part. Did not pull enough off. Thought I had enough. Apparently not. All right. Running low on my scar wax. So I'm just going to take a little bit more here and add it to the rest of it here, and then just kind of roll it into a worm shape. Might need more still. Yeah, I never attempt these makeups before I do them on camera. This is always my first go at them, so that's what's going on right now. And this is my first time doing a bite mark. Yeah, I'm gonna need more. One day I'll be a pro at this. All right. A little bit thinner. And it's going to be a very tiny bite mark. I'll make the gashes a lot bigger, bloodier. It's all about the gore, man. Because, let's face it, you get bit by a Velociraptor, chances are, one, you're not going to make it out alive, and it's going to be a mess. But for this video, we're going to make it. All right. I'm just going to kind of push that down there. It's a tiny mouth. World's smallest Velociraptor. All right, and then we're just going to take it and smooth it down on the skin so it blends in. But not too much because we need to put our teeth marks in there. So I'm just gonna do the edges a little bit just so it sticks in on the skin. Okay, and we're just gonna do that all around till it's stuck in there, and then I'll be back to add the teeth marks. All right, so got the scar wax on, and now we're gonna add our bite marks. Put a little bit of foundation to blend in as best as I could on here. I'm very pale, so ginger skin. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take the tip of my eyebrow pencil here, or eyeshadow pencil brush, and we're gonna make little teeth marks, yeah. So put a little bit of Vaseline on the tip here, and we're just gonna go in and kind of make little divots as if they're puncture wounds there. And once we get them in there, we'll smooth it out. We're going to be adding some reds, obviously, some browns and some purples, give like the bruising effect, because I'm sure there'll be a bunch of that. The force of that mouth latching onto you. So we're just going to make it look like little puncture wounds. And if you rip it off, that's okay. We can smooth that back on there. A big chunk that just came off. We'll fix that. So we're just going to continue doing that all around here. And then we're going to fill it in. So be right back. All right, so now we got our puncture wounds into our bite mark here. So I'm just going to take some of my red and just start filling those in. Obviously, I'm sure there'd be a ton more bite wounds, but we're just going to roll with this for now. Work with this small area here. Let's kind of dab that around. And do the same up here. Bigger one there. And there. Kind of dab that around. So we're starting to get a little bit of our wound showing there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some browns and some purple around it to give the bruising. So I'm just gonna use my little palette here and just go all around. All right, and then I'm Now, eyeshadow palette here. I never wear purple eyeshadow. I'll just use that for this. All right. I'll do a little deep purple. Just kind of put it around. Let's smooth it on there. My mirror here. Easier for me to see than using the camera. I have my glasses on. Kind of makes things a little difficult. Just mix that in a little bit there. Sorry, a little off camera there. Kind of weird angle. All right, and maybe a little bit of yellow. I'll just kind of blend that in a little bit. A little much there. Oh well. Work that in though. So, starting to get the bruising down. Try not to ruin the puncture wounds. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of black in the puncture holes. Kind of looks like a bite mark. All right, so got that going on here. Put that to the side for right now. And before I add the blood and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other wounds, but I can do it all at once. All right, so for the arm, I'm gonna use liquid latex and tissue paper. Get that set up over here. Not quite sure how long. I don't want to make it very long. So I'm just going to tear this in half. So I tore them apart, so they're just single layers. And I might even do tear that in half like that. And then we're just going to dip our little sponge in like that. Kind of put a little thin layer there. Oh, it's gonna be fun pulling it out of my arm hair. Didn't think that one through. And we're just going to apply one strip there like that. And then another strip. Oh, a little bit more latex. Oh, there for a second. Got a lot going on here. And another layer there. So We're gonna let that dry and probably put 2 or 3 more layers on. Put some foundation over it to blend in with the skin. And then we will cut into it to make it look like claw marks. So be right back. All right, so I went ahead and got our little claw mark here and put foundation over it, and I did the same with my forehead here, a little gash, cut into it. And now we're gonna add our bruising to the arm and the forehead, and then the blood to everything, and we'll be done. All right, so just gonna clean my mess up here. I think I'm gonna do the bruising around here first, doing the browns, and then I'll add the red inside the claw marks. Kind of hard to see what I'm doing here with my camera angle. I'm gonna go in and do that up here. Put some of that in here. And a little bit more. So kind of blends in with everything here got going on. All right, I am going to take my red eyeshadow here. I'm just gonna fill in the gash, Yeah, 2 going on here. I'm just gonna dab it around. Kind of rub it in on the sides there, like that. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Just gonna fill in a nice little head wound I got going on here. Some hanging skin. Right. So we got that going on. Put some purple in there. Some purple. I'm just gonna use my finger this time. Just kind of go along the edges there. And the same with my arm. Kind of just blend that in like that. Yellow. All right, I'm gonna add some black. Just kind of put it, and hair's all in it. All right, same thing in here, on the edges. Dab that on there a lot there. Nice little, all kinds of fudged up here. All right, the fun part, my favorite part, the blood. All right. Which brush do I want to use here? Oh. Just gonna dab some of that on there like that. Stay in there. Grab my mirror, be easier, see what I'm doing here. Fill in the puncture holes, wounds, holes, whatever. Kind of off camera doing that. Kind of made a mess right there. That's all right. Fix it. I'm going to continue going around. I don't know if I like this brush. Okay, drag some of it down. Gaping wound. Oh. Drag that out. Drag that one out. Looks cool. Okay, just kind of speckled around there. And gonna do the same here. Oops, I'm gonna fix that. I hate scar wax. That's not my friend. All right, I'm gonna use a different brush. Maybe not. All right, so I'm just gonna do the same thing here. Looks like strawberry jam. Yum. And same with that one. Kind of open that up a little bit there. Can make that drip down a little bit. Dab it on. Got that filled in. And now for our forehead wound. It's gonna fill in the hole here. And pull off some of the tissue. That's okay, we didn't need that anyways. Things that make you go, ew. Little hanging skin. A little bit more here. There we go. All right. Now, put that over there. Gonna take the liquid stuff here. Make a huge mess because it's all I'm good for with this stuff. All right, which one do I want to use? All right, so we're gonna take our little, oh God, sponge here. Just gonna Speckle that on. Ooh, that was a lot. Yeah, get that running. And then we're gonna, let me grab my mirror. Don't want that stuff getting in my eye. All right, there we go. We got blood running everywhere. All right, let me see if I can zoom down a little bit. All right, guys, there you have our Jurassic World Dominion Velociraptor attack that we survived, because we're good like that. All right, well, if you like what you see here, hit that like button. If you didn't, let me know what I can do to change it, what you would like to see. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. And you can get me on Twitch, Ginger Slaps with a Z, and over on Facebook and Instagram as well. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup as much as I enjoyed doing it. Now that I'm a bloody, scratched up, bitten, gashed out mess, it's time to go take a shower. Until next time, guys, have a great night.